Hello students, today we are going to discuss on the another type of the human tissue, that is the muscular tissue. Yes students, the muscular tissue. What is muscular tissue? Let us see on the muscular tissues are long fibrillar structures. They are helpful in binding the other types of tissues such as skeletal tissues, and they are helpful in providing the process of movement and locomotion because their most important function is the process of contractility and motility. Yes students, contractility and motility are the two main function of the muscular tissues. Muscular tissues are made up of the fibrillar cells or fibers like cells, and more of the fibrillar structures are binded by, or you can say that covered by, a membranous structure that is called myofibril. Yes students, that is called myofibril. On the basis of position and function of the muscular tissues, they are classified into following three groups. What are these? Let's see on. The first one is the unstripped, or you can say that unstriated, or smooth, or smooth muscles. Students, these such muscles are involuntary in function. That's why also called involuntary muscles, because they does not work on our desire. They are found in the kinds of organs and organ systems we can where they perform the kinds of activities themselves without our willpower, or you can say that they does not work on our desire. Yes students, and the next type of the muscular tissue is the stripped or striated, or you can say that unsmooth muscles. Students, such muscles are voluntary functions. They works on our desire. That's why they are known to be the voluntary muscles. Now the third type of muscles. What are these? The third type of muscles are cardiac muscles. Yes students, the cardiac muscles. Students, what are cardiac muscles? The cardiac muscles are those muscles which are only found in the wall of the heart. Yes, these are found in the only wall of heart. First of all, we are going to describe the diagrammatic representation of these muscles. Yes students, the smooth muscles or unstriated muscles are, you can say that the unstriated muscles are spindle shaped in structure. Just I will draw in the diagram. They contains a single nucleus inside it, and around the central part of the nucleus there is presence of the fluid type of substances called sarcoplasm. The fibrillar structures of such muscles do not possess sarcolemma but are bind inside the plasma membrane. These are the fibrillary structures, and this is the central part of the muscle fibers cells, this which are thickly bounded by the fluid content through plasma membrane. These are the nucleus, fibers, the plasma membrane, and the fluid present inside the plasma membrane, that is the sarcoplasm or sarcoplasm. Students, the smooth muscles fibers are about 2 to 5 micrometer in diameter, and its length may be 5 to 50 micrometer in diameter. Now students, we are going to discuss about the stiff muscles, diagrammatic representation of the stiff muscles, which are also called the skeletal muscles because they are just seated upon our bones and helps in connecting the bones with the help of tendons which are present on their surfaces. These are the stated types of muscles. Such muscles possess dark and light bands. Yes, students, possess dark and light bands along with a nucleus present inside each and every cell. The nucleus may be elliptical, plate-like, or oval shape in structure. These are the dark bands which are present on the muscle fibers. They are responsible for the separation of each and every cell of the muscle fibers, and the surface of the muscle fibers also contain light and dark bands. The light and dark bands forms the intercalated separation that are responsible for the crossing the muscle fibers. The muscle fibers present inside the striated muscles are about 20 to 500 micrometer in length and 10 to 100 micrometer in diameter. These are the tendon that helps in binding the muscles with the bone. These are the nucleus, the dark bands, sarcolemma, Yes, students. The striated muscles causes the sarcolemma. The outer surface is covered by the polysaccharide layer are coated by the polysaccharide layer, whereas the inner part is proteinaceous. This is the sarcolemma, which is also can be known as the plasma membrane, but its outer surface coated with the polysaccharide, whereas inner is proteinuous. That's why it is said to be sarcolemma. And the fluid that is filled inside the cell, that is called the sarcoplasm. What is, students? Sarcoplasm. This is the unsmooth muscles and also called the skeletal muscles. Now, students, here I am going to describe the diagrammatic representation of the cardiac muscles. Yes, students, the cardiac muscles which are found in the wall of our heart, and they are well known for the rhythmic action found inside the heart. The muscle fibers of the cardiac heart is also separated by the intercalated wall. These intercalated walls crossing the muscle fibers as well as helps in linking the one another. These are the nucleus. Each cell of the cardiac muscles also nucleated. It may contain one or more nuclei. This is the sarcolemma layer. The nuclei, the dark bands, light and dark bands are also present inside the muscle fibers. The light bands intercalated discs. These discs crossing the muscle fibers with one another and helps in separation of the muscle fibers as well as the cells present in the cardiac muscles. Students, if we are going to describe the cardiac muscles, they are also involuntary function because they also does not work on our desire, and these muscles are only found in the wall of human heart. Let's see on. This is the smooth muscles are unstripped or unstated muscles. Such muscles are also involuntary in function. They are mainly found in the urinary bladder, ureter, the respiratory tract, the digestive tract, like the organs, as well as in our sense organs, which are also possess such types of muscles, such as ciliary body of the eye is also example of such kind of smooth muscles. The cells are spindle shaped and a single nucleus of oval shape is present at the central region. Around the nucleus, the fluid is present that is called sarcoplasm, and the muscle fibers are bounded by the membranes that is called plasma membrane. Yes, students, plasma membrane, or you can also call it the sarcolemma, but there is no coating of the polysaccharide layer is present. That's why you can say that the sarcolemma are absent in smooth muscles. This is the stripped or striated or smooth muscles because their substance causes the fibrillary structure that is called tendon that helps in binding the bone to the muscles. Yes, students, these structures that is called tendon are responsible for binding the muscles with the bones. That's why called the unsmooth muscles. Such muscles are voluntary in function and they works on our desire. They are mainly found in our appendages, limbs, in our neck, in our eyelids, like the various part of the body that works on our desire. If I want to hold any object with my hands, then it works on our desire due to presence of the unsmooth or the stripped or striated muscles. Yes, students, in the arm, the effector, and you can say that the muscles are present, that is the unsmooth or stripped or striated muscles. Such muscles are voluntary in function, that's why also called voluntary muscles, and these muscles are sited upon the bones, that's why also called skeletal muscle. The muscle fibers are comparatively more longer. It contains about the 10 to 100 micrometer diameter and are about 50 to 500 micrometer in length. These are the cardiac muscles, as I was explained. These are only found in the wall of our heart and they never get tired. The main peculiar characteristics of such muscles, they never get tired. It means they work from the embryonic development to the whole life of an organism. That's why it's never get tired. This is the peculiar function of the cardiac muscles. Thanks students for joining today's lecture.